So, hi YouTube, hi guys. I don't really think I have anyone who watches my channel, but maybe I can give you guys a different perspective. I get overwhelmed. I watch these guys like Mill Run in Western Maryland and um, Top Railroad and Pixel Depot, and I like Joe Parker at the Pixel Depot. Without him and his layout, the grunge, which is what this basically started off as, this whole thing would have never happened. um, I have a little bit more room. Well, not more room than everyone, but I have a little bit more room than maybe someone who has an apartment. I'm not a great modeler. um, I get overwhelmed with all the detailing and ground cover and background and stuff, and especially if I compare myself to people like Top Railroad and Lance Mindheim and Quebec and New England, I can't hold a fiddle to those guys. I'm a little bit different. I like to play industry. Some guys like scenery, whatever. I like to run the trains. I like to play industry. I've been doing a better job. I built this building. Yeah, I know the ceiling's a little off, but I painted it myself, put it together myself. Oh, it does work and function. Actually, I thought it came out okay. I'm going to do a sign for it. I like to make my own signage out of, pencil and paper and, my own abilities. I like the vehicles, the truck fleets. I like making truck fleets. I made all those refrigerated trailers. Some of these are dry vans. Real particular about the trucks. I like making truck fleets. As you can see, there's a food distributor. I made the sign myself. I like doing that kind of thing. This is my grade crossing. Yes, it needs to be sanded and cleaned up. Just let it dry. This is the food distributor's truck fleet. Then that's another truck fleet. But I get overwhelmed when I think of all the things I have to do as far as scenery and ground cover and by road and this and that. And it just overwhelms me. And I don't have a small 4x8 switching layout. I have all this. Then we're going to put a bridge in. And it goes all the way around. This is my grade crossing here. I'm going to clean that up. I'm still waiting for it to dry some. It actually does work. It's got to be cleaned up, but it does work. I ran the train through the wet drywall compound. I had to clean it up and clean the track and everything. But I get overwhelmed when it comes to all the detail and everything else, especially for someone like myself who wants to get in there and start running. I'm the kind of person who I'm like, I want to go. I want to run the trains. I'm not good at all this detail and, making trees and bushes and stuff. And that's all cool. And I appreciate that a lot. But I'm not great with scenery. I like buildings. I like the vehicle fleets. I like the rolling stock. I like high quality vehicles. I like high quality rolling stock. I like high quality buildings. I like to make my own signage. I like this Bachmann Easy Track. It goes together good. It works well. That's the kind of thing. I'm not a great modeler, but I like to play industry and have fun. To me, I'm more about the storyline. Some people like scenery. It's definitely an art thing. I like the details of it. We'll get better at it in time, but I get overwhelmed thinking about all I have to do. I just do. And I'm not good. I'm not a patient person. I'm not good at taking things slow. I mean, when I start a project, I have to do it and do it all until it's done. And this is no exception because I'm like, I want to run my trains and I want to, switch out my buildings and that kind of thing. I don't know if anyone else has this problem. Because to me, I'm like, look, we already have a board here. That's the name of the drivers who work for the frozen foods plant. and we have him. And I write little reports up about the industries themselves because I call it playing industry, is what I call it. You know, each industry needs cars delivered, and what are they up to, that kind of thing. And I like to... What? It's just, I get overwhelmed when I think of all the detailing and all that kind of thing. And I'm just me, a solo operator. I have a cat who needs attention. What, Romeo? And, I don't know, I'm rambling. Anyhow, if any of you guys, there's got to be other model railroaders like me who just want to run, you know what I mean? And, have a hard time with the detail stuff and the scenery stuff. And then I'm worried I'm going to screw it all up too, and it's not going to look right. And after a layout this big, I suppose you can always go back and fix stuff, but, I want to get it right the first time as much as I can. I know that that's easier said than done, but the idea here is I've got a loop that simulates the main line, but there's the tie-in there, and that actually services the industries, and the road goes to all the industries. Everything can also be accessed by road. This is pretty functional. The loop, yes, simulates the main line, but this is a pretty functional railroad, honestly. It's, meant to do work. And that's kind of what keeps me going. It's meant to be it's meant to be like a main line with an industry branch. And, it actually, the trains can, go back to the yard, which I think is going to be somewhere over there when I get there. And that's going to simulate trains in and out and all that. Yeah, I know scenery and things, but we've got cats right now on the table. Everything here has a job. I don't put stuff down for eye candy, not really. Even the trucks have a job to do. We've got 3 routes that run out of this building for Mega Pizza, plus they have a truck that does their locals place. That's what that truck is for. We've got 4 trucks for Miss Frozen Foods, plus they have this lease trailer that they use for local stuff, and this box truck for overflow. That truck is delivering pallets to Mrs. Smith's right now, and then these symbolize industrial contractors, CTNT Electric, because the place is not operating and open yet, because I'm waiting on my grade crossings to dry. They're still just doing construction and stuff, and industrial contract stuff. Everything here has an actual job. These are going to this is going to be Ford Motor Company, and these are going to be some of the trucking that serves the Ford plant. All these refrigerated trailers are probably going to end up working at Mrs. Smith's, and these dry van trailers are going to end up working there too. These are the trucking companies, company trucks. This guy's an owner-operator, leased on it. That's their local truck. Beer company, obviously. Those are their side loader trailers, and then those are their bulk trucks for store delivery, and then they also have 2 spare trailers. Everything here has a job. I don't just have just a truck for truck's sake. The trucks actually do work too, and then the railroad services the customers to what they would need. We have a Wisconsin Central Mechanical Reefer. We have this beautiful Conrail hopper. That is going to the pizza plant. That could have cheese in that could have flour in that. The pizza plant grinds down provolone and mozzarella cheese into shredded cheese and bags it. They take the flour, make pizza dough, put that in their trucks to deliver to their pizza stores. That's exactly how Papa John's and Domino's do it. That's how we're doing it here too. I model a lot of the food industry. Coal and steel and scrap metal, I don't know anything about that. I've never worked in those industries. But I have worked in the food industry my entire life. I started as a truck driver for a beer company. I work now as a truck driver for a major broadline food service distributor. You model what you know. I know the food industry. I model the food industry. Plus, the food industry is way more fun than some of the other stuff out there. Just my 2 cents. I'm just saying I get overwhelmed with some of this stuff is all. The scenery and all that, I get overwhelmed. I want to run my stuff because, I've got money tied up in it. I want to run it. I've had these cars for years. I want to run those. I have all this I bought. My beautiful wife told me, go ahead, buy whatever you want from Walthers for your trains. I've got stuff up here, stuff up here. We've got, I don't have a DCC controller yet, but I plan on getting the Bachmann Easy Track system. I've got locomotives, and these are all Bachmann DCC equipped except for that one there. Some of the stuff I've never been out of the box. I've had it for years. You know what I mean? It's just I want to get to running and get to work and get my industries working. I don't know if anyone else feels like that, and I've way rambled. The cat used to occupy this room. Now he doesn't. He's mad about that the trains have taken over. So he's taken to peeing in the corner over there. We were going to get new carpet, but now we're not because he's misbehaving. And I have, I know it's hard. I'm making excuses. Anyhow, all right, well, that's my issue. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.